Hi, today we are showing the passenger display for the Ferrari 458. So this passenger display works like this. First of all, over in the back we have a power socket which is also used for communication, and a USB connector which is used to update the firmware in case it's needed. This is the carbon fiber version. This is how it looks. This is the right hand for the right hand cars, but left hand is basically the same. So just plug in this connector and it will start up. Now the functions of this display are actually quite simple. This is performance mode, which will move around when the car is connected to the car. So in this moment it cannot because it has no data from the cluster. And the display is entirely touch screen. Over here we can adjust the brightness. We can do it either like this or like this. And on general settings we can basically only switch between kilometer per hour and miles per hour. Language over here is kind of, I recommend to keep English because, for example, if you change to Italian, this part will never be translated, first of all, and also some things like on the connection, sometimes that message is not translated properly, and sometimes the translation is even not complete because it's too long for the amount of data it was supposed to show in the first place. So I'd recommend you to use it in English as much as you can. So let's revert back to English. And then here we have, okay, performance. This is the first menu where we were, and this is where you mostly want to be, I guess. But you can also press this button to turn it off, and then press anywhere to wake it up. And you can press either this button to go to CarPlay and Android Auto, or go to media first, because anyway, in order to control music through this system, you will need to connect your phone to it to make CarPlay or Android Auto connection work. So this is the kind of complicated part. This display has its own connection to the phone, and in order to use the CarPlay of the car, which most likely you have only through our CarPlay module, or maybe you don't have at all, you will need to make this passenger display connect to the same phone that is connected to the CarPlay module. However, those two don't work very well together, so the only thing you will be able to do is to change music from one track to another, and not, as it shows here, you can use here CP and AA means CarPlay and Android Auto. This part will basically not be that possible to use. So I recommend using the passenger display only for the performance view, and if you have a Bluetooth module but you don't have the CarPlay module, then you can connect it and change the music from over here, which is quite interesting as well. But it is not 100% functionalities. Why it is not 100% is because the Ferrari 458, there are two actual versions of the head unit. One is used on 458 Italia, Spider, most of those vehicles use this one, and it doesn't have Bluetooth for media, it only has Bluetooth for microphone. Bluetooth for calls. And that means it will not work with this passenger display. Another one is the one used on Speciale, which is the same one which is used on the Ferrari 488. That one has native Bluetooth for media, and it will work well with this passenger display. So on our 458 we already made the upgrade to the Speciale head unit, and we can use this passenger display probably with our car. But in the vast majority of the cars in the market, this will not work, so keep that in mind. Last thing, if you want to connect your phone, over here there is Bluetooth. Just find the name of the module and you can connect here. In this case it's connected to my phone. You can disconnect just by pressing this button and it will go away. Remember CPAA, the meaning is CarPlay and Android Auto, because it's not that easy to remember otherwise. Now let's see how the installation works and the final result. Almost forgot. This is the other version, this is the plastic one, and as you see it's not in carbon fiber, but the connections are the same, so we will power it on now. And that's it, exactly the same.
Today we will show how to install the Ferrari 458 passenger entertainment screen. First, remove the screws from the passenger seat panel and take out the panel. Next, open the glove box and remove the screws from the right support pole. Then, close the glove box. Now let's remove four fixed screws from the glove box. Then, remove the other three fixed screws below as well. Press down the switch and the glove box can be completely removed. Unplug the power supply cable from the glove box. Look inside. Remove two screws from the storage box barrier. Take out the barrier. Pry off the fixed part of the glove box from the right side. We can see the screws on the right side. Remove these two screws. We can take it out completely. Pry off the center console. Get back to the right side. Let's remove two screws under the passenger seat trim panel. Then remove the fixed screws of the trim panel near the center console. Remove the fixed screws on the right side as well. Now we can remove the trim panel completely. This is our screen and wirings. Unplug the wiring behind the dashboard. Connect our wires to the original vehicle connector. Another plug is inserted into the interface behind the dashboard. Thread the white end through the gap in the dashboard and move it to the passenger seat trim panel. Install our entertainment screens. The screw holes are also aligned with the screw holes on the original car trim panel. After fixing, insert the white plug into the interface behind the screen. Throw the power on and the screen will light up.